All right, let's do this. Part 2 review, Part B, Test 2, Part B review. Let's get this done in under 15 minutes. Here we go, everybody. On Part B's test, it's just going to be the tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant, okay? So you have to watch out first and check to see if it's in degrees or radians. This problem is in degrees. The next thing you need to do is check and see if it's tangent or cotangent, because if that is, then it's 180. But this one isn't. This is cosecant, so the period is still 360. So I take the normal period is 360. So I take 360 divided by 6 and get 60. Okay? Now, cosecant normally looks like this. Okay, that's what cosecant normally looks like. So normally, this would have been 0, 30, and 60. Okay, that's what it would have looked like. But everything's going to go plus 20, so that means 20 to the left. So I'm going to subtract 20. Okay, so that's going to move this 0, 1, because there's one hidden here. You just don't see it. Okay, so there's one there. But then when I graph it, it should be good to go. Here we go. Okay, so 5. Then we're going to go up 2 to 7. Then we're going to go down 2 to 3. I got to see those numbers. Then I'm going to move that 0, 20 to the left. And it'd be great if you put a circle around it. Then 30 is going to end up being like here, which would be 10. And then 60 is going to end up being here, which is at 40. Okay, that's a jump of 30. That's a jump of 30. See how this gap is about the same as that gap? That's a good thing, okay? Now, you just want your dots. It's real easy to center this dot because you're like, oh, I got that one. Boom, right there, okay? But then this one here, a lot of people want to put the dot like on the y-axis, but it's not. It's just a little further over, but it's up at 7. And then you're just going to go, and bloop. And there we go. Cosecant is now finished. Let's move on so that I can, you know, accomplish my goal. So, hey, this was, let's see. This was the original, okay? So, you don't really. This was the original. That was my thinking. What am I going to have to do with the 30 and the 60? Okay, next. All right, this time it's tangent, but it's still theta. Well, that's cool and cool. So if it's tangent, it's 180. So it's 180 divided by 6, which is 30. Okay, now tangent normally looks like this. It's got a natural split of the curve. Okay, so if it was 30, it would have to be negative 15 and positive 15 to take care of that natural split. That period is 30. But then this is going to be, hey, look at that. I use the same numbers, 5, 2, 6, 20, 5, 2, 6, 20. Wasn't that clever? So then it's plus 20, which means I'm going to have to go 20 to the left, moving her to the left. Okay, so that means both of these lines are going to be on the left-hand side of the y-axis. So I'm going to have a dot here, dotted line there. I'm going to have a dotted line here, right there. That first one's going to be negative 35. And then 15 minus 20 is negative 5. That's still a jump of 30, which is cool. And then you got to remember, hey, what's going on here? This is 5. If I go up 2 to 7 and down 2 to 3, that's cool. And then I just got to think, where is the tangent gonna, what's the tangent do? The tangent starts low left. So I'm going to put a dot kind of there where the 3 is. And I'm going to put a dot kind of there where the 7 is, not touching the dotted line there. And then just kind of doing one of these. Voila and voici. There it is. And there you have it. Okay, and that's it for that one, yeah. Looks good. I'm moving on just so that I can get my goal time of under 15 minutes. All right, so this one is in radians, so I had to change some numbers, sorry. This is secant, so now I'm going to take 2 pi divided by pi over 4, which is just 8 for a period. Now, secant is messed up. Secant normally looks like this. Okay, I want this jump to be 4. And I want this jump to be 4. Sorry, I ran out of space there. That's all right, because 4 plus 4 is 8. I wanted a 4 and a 4, but this first 4 gets a natural split of 2 to the left and 2 to the right. And then 2 plus 4 is 6. That's the part that I think some people have been asking about. So press rewind and go look at what I just did again. I split that 4 naturally to -2 and 2, and then I did 2 plus 4 is 6. That's what it would look like normally. This is a -1, so that means everything's going to go 1 to the right. And then here is my secant. Okay, so it's going to have a dotted line really close to this one, yeah. It's going to have one here. It's going to have one here. Okay, and so that jump's going to be 4 if I make this -1 and 3. Remember, I'm adding 1 to these numbers. And then I got to add 1 to that, and that makes 7. That's a jump of 4. That's a jump of 4. Yippee! This is 5. I go up 2 and get 7. I go down 2 and get 3. And then I'm going to do a secant graph, which is kind of centered here, up. And then a secant curve here, which is down and down. Okay? And that is in radian mode because of the X. Some of you guys goofed on the part A test because you forgot to look at that X and it meaning radians. Next. Okay, cotangent. So I went back to the normal numbers. I went back to degrees. Why not? So then cotangent is 180 divided by 6, which is 30. Cotangent normally looks like this. Okay, that's what cotangent normally looks like. There's a hidden dotted line there. You just can't see it. And then there's one over here. So it would be at 0 and 30. But I'm going to go plus 20, which means 20 to the left. Okay, so bloop, bloop. 20 to the left is going to move 0 to -20. 20 to the left is going to move 30 to 10. That's still a jump of 30. Way to go. That's still a jump of 30. That's what I wanted. And then this is 5. This is 7. This is 3. And then I'm going to do a cotangent. Well, cotangent starts high left. Cotangent starts high left. So I'm going to kind of center it like right, I don't know, here. And then maybe something like here. And then maybe something like here. So cotangent starts high left and goes and that's it. Okay, I think there's going to be 6 questions on part B. That's going to be a combo of tangent, cotangent, of degrees, and of radians. So you just kind of got to watch it, but your time will be limited. Okay, so it's going to be during normal class time. I think that should do it. Like, I think that should do it unless I totally mess up on this video somewhere, at which point I'm sure somebody will point that out to me, which is fine. That's how we learn. And be ready for part B. Have a great evening. Normally I would say good day, but now I'll say good night. Well, not really, because it's 2:41. So I'll still say good day.